Spain 2, Belgium 1, FIFA World Cup 2026, taking a look at this from a mathematical and economic perspective. The final score represents the play on the field pretty well, it looks like. So we won't get into that right now. Let's get into the economics. Wealth and population are the biggest factors in determining the potential a country has to be good at anything. It doesn't determine how good a country is at anything, it determines the potential. However, the more potential a country has, the easier it is for them to be good at something. In the United States, unfortunately, schools are tied to a lot of youth and development sports, and they realized in the early 1900s that the larger schools were often outperforming the smaller schools, so they started classifying the schools into different divisions so that they would be playing each other, they would be playing schools of similar size in official matches. It's pretty much a basic, obvious thing that needed to be done, and it also needed to be done in international sports, but international sports are still living in the Stone Age. So let's take a look at this. Spain has a population of 48.8 million, almost 49 million people. Belgium at about 12 million, so Spain has a big advantage there. Belgium has a little bit of an advantage in wealth per capita, so Spain overall has the economic advantage over Belgium. What this means is you're not getting a man for wealth result. You're not getting the efficiency of the countries in the sport. In other words, you're not getting the true skill. So the game is meaningless. It is economically illegitimate. Getting back to how the schools are set up in different divisions, if something like that existed in international sports, it would have to be a little bit more fluid. It would be different, but it's still very doable. So how that might look is, let's see, so Belgium 11 million. Let's actually look at these regions here. Let's just look at Antwerp, the biggest one. Got about 2 million people. So if you went to something like maybe one of these, maybe in the high 1 millions, one of these regions. So if you took players from one of these regions in the 2 millions and made a team, players born or raised in these regions, and then made a team out of that, and then played something like Antwerp over here, players born and raised in that region, that would be a man for wealth result. The game would actually be legitimate. Or you could take the entire Flemish region, Flanders, about 7 million people, and then maybe something like Valencia here with 5 million people, since Belgium does have a little bit of wealth per capita advantage. Out of these two regions, Valencia and Flemish region, create teams of players born or raised in those regions and play them against each other. There could be a tournament with a lot of regions and countries like that with similar economic size, and then you would have yourself a legitimate tournament. Not that difficult.